MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Mounties and the Polar Bears. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Mike James, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every once in a while you're going to have a clunker, and this guy had one in his last one. Gave up 10 hits in his last start. That's not an easy thing to do, and he certainly hoped to turn things around in this one.
Into the box now, Jerome Terry. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Jerome Terry.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a high strike there, 0-1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Lindsey is right there, one down.
Batting second, the second baseman, Giancarlo Florival.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Florival. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Florival, a native of the island of Aruba. He's in the midst of his 14th Major League season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Stevenson.
So now to the plate, Hack Stevenson fouled off. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Comes set and the 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Gio. That's a tough pitch.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Florival, the runner at second with one away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
The left fielder.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
At the plate, Keith Clark. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Runners are at first and third, one away. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number one with no score after a half an inning. Alexi Salinas, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Digging in, Terry Lindsay. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Terry.
Here's the pitch.
Lindsay.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
2-1.
2-1.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Clark is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting center, the designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
In now, Pablo Piedra, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-1 the count. And it's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Pops this one up. Downing is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
That is first. The right fielder, Jesus Pena.
At the plate, Jesus Pena. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 3, and that ends the inning. all set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Jason Downing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Jermaine Albright stands in as he looks at ball one here. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. Now at the plate, Justin Cole. First offering on its way. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runners on first with 1 down. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Coming to the plate now, Spud Wallace, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Ready with the 0-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting up, the catcher, number 26.
Into the box now, Jackson. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Fernando Rodriguez.
For the Polish, the first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez.
First offering on its way.
Yep.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Again, a 1-2.
Ball, that's too low.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Calvin Parks. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Parks is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Salinas is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty D, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate in 8 or 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Full count, 3-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The left fielder, Mitch Drew.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Mitch Drew. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. A ball and no strikes.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate, where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jerome Terry. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Riding in once again, Giancarlo Florival, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Pat Stevenson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hack Stevenson. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
That's wide, 2-0. Here it comes. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Now at the plate, Keith Clark, man at first after the 2-out walk. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
No. 1 ball, no strikes.
Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Now in the box, Ronaldo Pena, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Pena stands 5'9" and will hit from both sides of the plate. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
2-1 on its way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him. Ready now, Bruce Castle, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Mounties.
Digging in, Martin Good, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Plate, Jason Downing. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
20-12, 1-2 to count.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
No. Full count. 3-2.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. At the plate, Jermaine Albright. He drew a walk his first time up. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Stepping in now, Justin Cole, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Settling in now, Terry Lindsay back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And now pitch on the way.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Standing in now, Pablo Piedra. He swings and grounds it to short. One there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
At the plate, Jesus Pena. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Looked like the sinker there. Dipped a little below the knees. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And set to go as the third baseman, Spud Wallace. Pitch on the way.
No, that's the ball. 1 ball, no strike. Ball 2.
Wallace, just 5'6" tall and bats from the right side. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 26.
Striding in, Jackson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Ball 2.
2-0 to count.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jerome Terry. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, that's too high.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Two and 1.
2-1.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Fernando Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way.
Yep.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch-out, 1 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Calvin Parks will stand in for the 2nd time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. And Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch.
Ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
And there's out number 2.
Now back, left fielder, Mitch Drew.
Ready for another chance, Mitch Drew. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. 1-0.
2 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball, and it sailed on.
3-0 to him now.
No strike.
The pitch. And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, makes somebody else beat you.
Digging in to try it again. Ronaldo Vina comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him.
Down low.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Giancarlo Florival. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Ready once again, Hack Stevenson. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This pitch is popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 9.
So striding in, Heath Clark. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Bottom of the inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Bruce Castle.
The catcher, Bruce Castle.
First pitch of the at-bat. And lay off fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Three and 0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
from the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now at the plate, Martin Good. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first to complete the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Terry Lindsay. First offering on its way. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though. Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Into the box now, Pablo Piedra, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate. A crooked number going on the board.
So now to the plate, Jesus Pena, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. He's set. The 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Again, he sends it out of play. And he's struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Stepping into the box, Jason Downing. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
No. 2-0 to count.
High chopper to third. Gonna be a tough play. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, the first baseman, Jermaine. Ball right.
So coming to the plate, Jermaine Albright. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
All even now, 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Line drive to left. Drew is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Striding forward now is the DH, Justin Cole. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 2-2. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead. Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. At the plate, Spud Wallace. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Now we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball. That's
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Mounties lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Fernando Rodriguez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. There's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on the fastball right here.
The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Count is full. 3-2.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Calvin Parks.
Ready for another shot now, Calvin Parks. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball. 1-0.
1-0 count, here it is. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Here it comes. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Derek Ramirez will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Ramirez.
Mitch Drew will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. As a look, now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
This is line to left. Clark is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now back, second baseman, Ronaldo Villa.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ronaldo Villa, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No,
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1 ball, no strike.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. A runner on first with 2 away. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Jesse Collins has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Jackson.
Number 26.
Pitch on the way. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Runs up and gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batter, second baseman, Giancarlo Floribal.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll dive back in safely. In now, Giancarlo Floribal. Pitch out. Nothing doing. One out, one on in a one-run game. Here's a look over at first, and the runner back. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Liner toward right center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. So stepping in, Hack Stevenson. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop-out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Runners going. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Luis Morales is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Digging in now, Bruce Castle. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch on its way.
No.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Morales, a 5'10" left-hander. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Stepping in now, Martin Good, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Pitch on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Stevenson is under this one, and that's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 27, Terry Lindsay.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Terry Lindsay is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Chopped out to short. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Striding in to start the 9th, Hack Stevenson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First offering on its way.
Ball, go.
The windup and a 1-0 pitch.
Ball. 2-0 to count.
Keith Clark is on deck. .3-0 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Keith Clark, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Splitter, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
To the plate now, Jason Downing, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Splitter misses, and it's 1-2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. This is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Stevenson rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Into the box now, Jermaine Albright, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Justin Cole will stand in to try it again, already with one home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Canada leads this one 2-0. Darrell Pickett is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Digging in and looking for more, Pablo Piedra. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Now the 2-1 pitch. In the air to straightaway center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The bat, the right fielder, Jesus Pena.
Stepping in, Jesus Pena. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch.
Ball.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, right to him. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now back, first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Rodriguez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing.
He's got it, and the Mounties have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Canada jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Alexi Salinas earns his first win of the season. Mike James is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Darrell Pickett closes the door for the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The victorious visiting team, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the home team, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.